Hello, hello, Ignacy Portal Games, and this is Portal Games Informant. This is our weekly vlog. We meet with our fans, Portal Games fans, every single Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Central, European, Standard, whatever time. And we talk about board games. What's happening here? Really? Now? Done? Hello, hello, Ignacy Portal Games. Tell me. Hello, Vider. Hello, hello, Michael. Hello, Ruby. Hello, Kurt. Once again, hello, hello, Ignacy Portal Games. I'm Portal Games CEO. I'm designer of Robinson Crusoe, Detective, Imperial Settlers, and every single Monday I meet with Portal Games fans to discuss our games, to discuss our designs, to discuss our prototypes, ask your questions, and each week we have a topic of the week, one particular topic, and today we are talking about top 5 adventures with crazy fans, or maybe crazy adventures with awesome fans, or whatever. And each time the show starts the same, first 5 to 10 minutes, we just warming up, talking basic stuff, recent news, etc. Then, topic of the week, I'm becoming serious, not today. And then there's the epic Q&A when I wait for your questions and I answer your questions. Hello, Ignacy. Audio and video is all good. Thank you, Matthew. Ignacy, please do a 51st state for Tabletopia. Ruby, this is, I think this is possible. I know that we have it in a backstage of Tabletopia because we were designing 51st state Moloch on Tabletopia. I wrote an article about this this past Friday. It was posted on my blog, Board Games That Tell Stories. You can check it out. And so I know that 51st State is on Tabletopia. Maybe it is not public. I will make myself a note and I will investigate 51st State Tabletopia. Done. Yeah, you're right. I need my... maybe it will be fine. Electricity, but maybe it will be fine. How are you doing, basically? Where are you? I know that Ruby is from Texas. I know the Lord Vader is from, I think, Gdańsk or something like that. Benjamin, hello, hello. Keep him on his toes, Mark. Yeah, sure, thank you. And Serge says, hello, I had translated the second edition of Stronghold into French, and I would like to know if I can also translate Stronghold Undead into French, please. If yes, where can I find the files, please? Dear sir, please send us email to portal@portalgames.pl and we will be in touch and we will discuss the status. I'm not sure, so that's why I cannot answer right now. I'm not sure if there is a French publisher of the game. I don't know what we have signed. I don't know what will be published. So if there is a publisher for French edition of Stronghold Undead, we cannot allow to do fan-based translation. If there is no, we absolutely agree to do fan-made translation. So please reach us at portal@portalgames.pl. Krakow, hello from Indiana. Wrocław, where tractor is here. Don't worry, everything is fine. Hello, hello everyone. I already said it. Moloch is on pre-order, so check it out. We will be shipping very, very soon because we already have it in our warehouse. I'd like to thank everybody for the last week comments here on this video below the YouTube. Below the video, and you listed many other CCGs that you played back then in the 90s. Most people said about the Vampire, and of course, yes, it was hugely popular here in Poland as well. But there was a couple of other games I never heard of, like WWF Raw Deal. WW was never popular in Poland. Arcadia, I never heard about this game. Spellfire, never heard about this game. Nathan Never, never heard about this game. And one game that I played also, and I forgot to mention last week, was X-Files, based on the movies IP with the photos from the movie. So it was not super awesome card game, but it had the theme, I have to admit. So thank you for the comments. I really appreciate the feedback from you. I really appreciate your likes, your subscriptions, your comments. It makes me happy if we have interaction. UK here, says Matthew. Thank you, Matthew. Do we have a rough date for when 11 will be on Kickstarter? I think I missed it. Matthew, absolutely yes, it will be in June. As you know, in June there is a football event happening in Europe. And of course we will try to do some synergy and we will run this Kickstarter during these championships. So June is the day. Gert says hi from Netherlands. Absolutely hello. Doing great here. Just played a game of Robinson Crusoe last night. Love it. Thank you, sir. I'm looking forward to any news about the new Book of Adventures. And this is a great question because I have it here on my list. Let me just check it that it is discussed. On Thursday, this very Thursday, February 25th, you check out your email inbox if you signed for our newsletter. If you haven't checked our newsletter, please check out our website. Thursday 25th, for all fans of Robinson Crusoe, a long-awaited the Book of Adventures campaign and a surprise because it's Portal Games, that means expect unexpected. The Book of Adventures and a surprise this Thursday. Check out our social media and all fans of Robinson Crusoe will be in heaven, hopefully. I hope for that. So yeah, new updates for all Robinson Crusoe fans this Thursday. Hello from South Africa. Hello, Sir Doomidoo. Hello. Thumbs up, friends. Thank you for that. Friendly reminder, check Kickstarter comments for Undead. A lot of angry people after last update, says Komirowski. As far as I remember, last update was that we confirmed that we shipped all the copies. If people are angry about that, I'm not sure if I need to read these comments. But this is a good note. I have it here on number 5, so thank you for reminding me that. All Stronghold Undead copies from our warehouse in Europe was sent out. We appreciate your patience. We appreciate that you waited for so long, and it is all done today and tomorrow. We are finishing with the Polish copies, and that means that the half of the operation, the shipment from Europe, is over, and now we only wait for the shipping to North America. So this is it. We are very happy that it is finally done. I have also good news for our fans in North America. This week, Imperial Settlers big box is being shipped to all of you who pre-ordered it from us, so we appreciate that. More than 300 copies this week we hope to ship to our fans. So Imperial Settlers big box in North America shipping this week. We appreciate your pre-orders. Hello Sandra. Hello Benjamin. So cool, looking forward to the update on Thursday. Absolutely, you're gonna be blown away, hopefully. All European copies. There were copies shipped from Europe. That means the copies in Europe and some of the copies for different countries as well. I said about this, I said about this, I said about the date, 25th of February. I have another update. I don't know if he's with us, but he should. I hope so. We have happy birthday to Chevy. Happy birthday to Chevy. This is a vlog, board games vlog, in which I sing quite often, and I'm very sorry for that, but we always have some reason to celebrate, and today Portal Games first employee back then, 2014, Chevy Don has his birthday. Chevy, if you are with us, all the best from Poland, from me and from Mary and from Marek and all other part of the team. I wish you all the best. Wish you great Monday, great week, and all the love from Poland sent to America. Chevy was our first employee in America. Chevy was our first volunteer in America. Chevy was our first editor in America. He helped us so much, and he's part of the family, part of the company, part of Portal Games. Happy birthday, absolutely. I want to give shout out to JRM, very strange nickname. Jeremy, shout out to him. Anyway, he posted a few days ago a new variant for Empires of the North, for the solo variant. So if you play solo Empires of the North, if you like new fan created content, if you like to do some print and play, he created new events for the solo play. So check it out. Go to Board Game Geek website, check out files section for Empires of the North, and you will find a new created by fan variant. It's amazing, so check it out. And shout out to JRM me. Happy birthday. A lot comment are from UK backers. I will not comment on Brexit, but I wasn't involved in voting, so well. Anyway, it's 3:10 in Poland. I think we can go for a topic of the week. Top 5 crazy adventures with our fans. And then I meet you with Q&A, so we can go for answering your questions. I have a ton of updates here all around me, sitting. For instance, we released in Poland Mezzo from Colossal Games. I strongly recommend this game if you like Blood Rage, if you like Rising Sun, if you like Einish, if you like Cry Havoc, if you like Dudes on the Map. Mezzo, amazing game, strong recommendations from me. Colossal Games did amazing job here. If you have a YouTube channel, you definitely need this tractor to have a good audience. And for European fans and Polish fans, we opened back pre-orders for this baby. Is amazing. We cannot open it for America because of the shipping problems, but here in Europe we are able to reopen pre-orders, so check it out on our website. It's amazing version of Narushima Hex. I think we go for the topic of the week. I'm ready to talk about crazy fans. Are we ready? See you in a moment. And we are back. This is Portal Games Informant. We record every Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Central European Standard Time, to do a live stream with Portal Games fans to talk about the Portal Games stuff and sometimes to discuss different topics. And today our topic is top 5 crazy adventures with Portal Games fans. So a funny topic. And starting with number 5, can we have a slide, please? You see my wife Mary and you see Anthony Rakano from Podcaster, and this is an adventure that I'm not very involved, but I was a little bit involved, so it is mostly Mary's adventure, but definitely deserves to be in top 5. What happened? It is Gen Con 2014, our first Gen Con, our first appearance as a Portal Games as an exhibitor at Gen Con, and we are having Imperial Setters as a release. By the way, this photo is not from this time, but we don't have a photo from 2014, and we are selling Imperial Setters. It's the first day of the show. It's the first minutes of the show. We are all stressed. There's a lot of pressure. This is our first release in America, and before the show, I was contacted by Anthony from Cardboard Jungle podcast, and he told me that he will show up at the booth and he will help us at the very beginning with the customers, selling, etc., etc. And I said, yes, that's a good idea, please come to help us out. I forgot to tell that Mary. So this first minutes of the show, and you can imagine all these crowds coming to us, running to our booth, our small booth. We are for the first time. The impersonators had a great buzz back then. We see the line of people showing up, waiting to buy the game. And Antony approaches Mary and says, "Move out." And he says, "You take money, I sell games." And he pushes Mary to the back of the booth, and he starts getting games, giving them to the people in the line, taking money from these people, giving this money to Mary, and once again, game, and he starts selling. And Mary is like, what the hell is happening? Who is this guy? Why he pushed me back to the booth? Why he's selling our games? What just happened? The first minutes were absolutely crazy. There was so many fans trying to buy the game. So after the first 20, 30 minutes when the whole craziness passed, Mary approached me, who the hell is this guy and what he's doing at our booth? And I said, I forgot to mention you, and that he is Antony and he's helping us here, and that was already said before the show. One of the craziest situations when Mary didn't understand what's happening and some random dude just giving her money, selling our product, and nobody knows what's happening. This is top 5, number 5 adventure with our fans, Antony and Mary at Gen Con 2014, a random dude selling our games, and what's happening. Story number 4. Story number 4, you can see Vernon, and this is Dice Tower 2016. We are going to release Cry Havoc at Gen Con, and I went to Dice Tower Con to run demos of Cry Havoc for all the week, for all the 5 days of the conventions. I had a sample copy from the manufacturer, and so we didn't have all the copies, but I had this one copy, the sample copy, and I went to Florida to promote the game at the Dice Tower Con. After first day of demos, this dude approached me and said, hey, this game looks interesting, but you have not painted miniatures, because it was a sample, and I can do it, and I can paint them for you. And I said, but how? I said, yeah, I will take it, I will do it in the hotel, and in the morning you will have it all painted, it will be amazing, you will have more people wanting to play. And I said, are you sure? I said, yeah, I can do it. I said, okay. He took a copy of Cry Havoc and disappeared. About an hour later, I started to being worried, because I flew to Florida to promote the game. I had one copy of this game, and I just gave this one copy to some random dude. I never knew him. I don't know who he is. He just approached me, told me that he will paint all the miniatures, and he disappeared. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so stupid. I trust people. What I have done. My whole flight to Florida makes no sense. I have no copy of the game. What have I done? And it was a very difficult night for me. I was really stressed out. I was angry at myself. I was angry at me, trusting people all around me, and why I'm so stupid. And I came back next day to the convention hall. I was sitting at the same table, hoping that the guy will show up, and he's not showing up, and I'm like, oh my God, I ruined the whole day story for me, and I'm so stupid. And then after a few minutes, I see him approaching me with a smile, and he's like, I'm sorry, I'm so late, I was painting the whole night, and then I fell asleep in the morning, but I'm fine, here's your copy, I need to go to bed. And he left the table, and I got the whole game painted. Vernon painted all the miniatures for the one night, and it looked amazing. And of course, then he came back when he woke up again, and we became friends, and we meet each Dice Tower Con, except the last year because of the stupid COVID. And yes, I trust people, which is quite crazy, and that might be a super mistake back then, but luckily it was not a mistake, and I had this fancy, amazing painted copy for the whole Dice Tower, and people were playing the games, and as you remember, the buzz after the Dice Tower was huge for the game, and then we were the stars of Cry Havoc, and the game was sold out at the Gen Con. It was a great time, but it all started with a very crazy decision of borrowing my only copy of the game to random dude who just promised me he will paint it in a one night. That is Vernon, and if you're watching, I miss you, man. Hopefully this stupid COVID will be done at some point. Number three. Number three you see here is a airport in Wrocław. I was going to UK Game Expo. I was with my son. For the first time he was with me going to a convention, and we are passing through the halls at the airport, and suddenly I see two guards in all these uniforms looking very, very dangerously, calling me, sir, stop, sir. And for all of you who don't know, but I guess many of you already know, I'm afraid of flying. I hate flying. I'm afraid of being at the airport. I'm afraid of being at the plane. I hate the whole experience. Flight, not for me. So I was already very stressed out when I was in this airport situation. What's happening there? Accidentally. Just leave the mouse. You will be fine. I was really stressed out already. And then I see these two guys in the uniforms telling me, hey, sir, please stop, sir. And I'm like, oh, my God. Now they will arrest me. They will check if I have a drugs. I don't have a drugs, but they will arrest me anyway. I'm done. We will miss the flight. What's happening? Why is always happening to me? Oh my God, we are going to die. This is my thoughts when I'm at the airport every time. They approach me and they say, you have to go with us. And I said, this is terrible. This is like, why is always happening to me? And they drag me and they go with me to the counter. And I see a girl on the other side of the counter. She's also in this uniform, and she says, oh my God, Mr. Trzewiczek, I need to meet you, please come, please. And she goes onto the counter. She starts making selfies with me. All the line of people waiting, with these tickets, etc., watching what's happening. She was like sort of a chief of these guards or whatever. Like I don't exactly understand. And she was like making selfies with me, being super excited, congratulating herself that she met me, congratulating me that I'm here. Lots of energy, and I was like, so they are not killing me. I'm okay. I will survive. And then I get all these tickets, all these things, and they pass me to the customs, etc., etc. Super stressful situation at the airport. I hate airports. Being escorted by the guards to my fun, who just spot me at the airport, and she wanted to meet me, but she couldn't go because she has this office or whatever, and they guarded me to her, and then selfies and fun time. But I was stressed out really, really hard. Don't do it to me. If you're a fan of Portal Games, if you're a fan of Ignacy, don't do it at the airport. Like, this is not the best location to interact with me. I'm always almost dead already at the airport. So this was my crazy adventure when I was really, really terrified at the airport in Wrocław. Can I have a next slide, please? And this is a photo probably taken by Marek on many, many flights that we had together. This is Ignacy and... GenCon 2016 or 17? 17. This is Ignacy in the plane. Angry, frustrated, very aggressive, not looking for any interaction with anybody. If you're with me on the plane, you know you don't want to talk to me. There is no chit chat. There is no, hi sir, how are you? Where are you from? what are you doing? No, you are not interacting with this dude. All these flight attendants and all the other crew, they spot me and they say, okay, this guy, we don't talk to him, just give him a coffee and leave him. This is me in a plane. Believe it or not, my wife Mary, in many, many flights, is booking on purpose seat that she's not sitting next to me. Because I have just this bad energy of leave me alone, I'm going to die in a moment, I'm in a very bad mood, I don't want to die, This is me on the plane. So even my wife Mary cannot stand it with me. And you are going back from GenCon?
It's a true story.
It's a true story. I'm terrible on a plane. Like, I'm really aggressive. We are back from GenCon. We are coming back from GenCon. I'm on the plane. I sit. I have this hoodie. I don't know if you guys remember from different conventions. I have this hoodie, so I'm putting my hoodie on. So this is a very clear message. I am not in the mood to do chit chat. But I see next to me sitting a dude, and I know it. Like, I know it for the fact that he recognized me because he's smiling. He's like, his whole body language says that he knows that I'm Ignacy Trzewiczek and he wants to interact. Just in case he has any problems with reading my body language, I'm putting my hoodie even stronger. I'm not looking at him. I'm putting my headphones in my ears. No interaction. Whatever. Don't smile to me. Never. But I see that he's not very good in reading my body language. He's almost ready to start chit-chatting. He's almost ready to start approaching me with some stupid, hey, Mr. Ignacy. So I'm like, don't do it. And I'm thinking very, very strongly, and I send him this, this telepathic information. Don't do it. You don't want to interact with Ignacy right now. Ignacy is not in a good mood. And I'm still like that, don't. But he's terrible. Like, he cannot understand my body language. And he says, he points me and he says, Mr. Ignacy, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Portal Games and you. I'm so happy that we are here next to each other. I just want to say hello. At this point, I was thinking, like, if I shoot him, like, with my elbow, or should I punch him in the face? Like, what should I do to just make him shut up? Because I'm not in direction. But he is so energetic. He's smiling. He wants to chit-chat. He asks me this and that and that. And we start chatting. And many, many years later, I have to admit that was a good decision. And I must admit that I'm so, so happy that Vince have no clue about the body language of other person. And he was not hesitant. And he started this chit-chatting. This person next to me back then was Vince, president of back then a very small company called Lucky Duck Games. Today we are friends. Today we are friendly competitors. He's doing amazing Chronicles of Crime. We are doing amazing Detective. His company is growing like crazy, and we are very, very proud that it is located here in Poland, in Krakow. And from this very flight, we became friends, and he visited our offices, and we started cooperating on different levels. And as you know, as I said, then they released Chronicles of Crime. We released Detective, and we became friends. He is our special guest of my private convention, TrzewiczCon, that happens every year. And this is Vince not reading. What are you doing again? And this is Vince not reading my body language and chit-chatting, even though there is all these signals. Don't do it. Don't you dare start telling to me. The message for you guys, if you see me on an airport, if you see me on a plane, if you see me next to the plane, if you see me looking at the plane, don't interact with me. I'm not in a good mood. But sometimes good things happen. The last story with a crazy adventure that happened with my fans, can we have a next slide? And don't touch anything, please, right now. Yes, leave your hands away from the mouse. It was 2 years ago. It was weekend. And I decided with my wife Mary that I will go to book fair. So as you know, conventions and fairs no longer are pure fun for me because it's a job. This is my work. I go to conventions to sell games, to promote games. It is never like private agenda for me. But the book fairs is a different story. Nobody knows me there. I'm not the publisher of books. So I can go there incognito and have fun, buy books, and just being a regular visitor. So I went to this book fair. I'm browsing the stands, buying books, and enjoying the convention as you do every time you are at the convention. But as you can imagine, at some point, there's this dude who shows up and says something like, "Oh my God, Mr. Trzewiczek, are you really Mr. Trzewiczek, the designer of Neuroshima role-playing game?" And I'm looking all around. Yes, I am. And he's so excited, and I am like not in the mood to do any exciting things. So I said, "Yes, that's me. Nice to meet you." And he goes like, "Do you have a stand here? Do you have a booth? Can I buy your games here?" And I say, No. I'm here on privately. I'm just browsing books. I want to buy some books. I'm just on private. So no booth. He says, "I'm very, very sorry, but it's great to meet you. Would you like to have a booth at the fair?" And I said, "No, I don't think so. I don't do it. I have my employees who dance conventions. I'm not in this area of expertise at Portal Games and is a book fair, so I'm not sure. I'm not doing fairs for Portal Games. Okay. Sorry to interrupt you. And he goes away, and I'm thinking, okay, that was weird, but I'm fine. No scene, nothing happened. People are just watching. I'm just going to different booth to disappear, and I almost forgot about the guy, but he didn't forget about me. I see him approaching me, and he approaches me and he says, "Mr. Cevic, please go with me." And this is the moment when you know that you can start scene right now and say something, "No, go away, monster." Or you go with him, but you never know what will happen then. And I look around, I see how many people are next to us. There's a bunch of people. And I look at him, he's really focused. So I'm calculating the chances of what will be the more dangerous situation. And I say, okay, I go. And he goes with me. We go outside the fair. We go to some offices spaces. I know it will end bad. Like at this point, I know that I am in the hands of a crazy guy, crazy fan. And I know only the bad ending of this story. But I'm going after him like I have no choices. Like this is like a rabbit hole of the problems. And I go, he opens the door for the office. I enter this office and he says, Mrs. and he puts a name, whatever, Mrs. This is Ignacy Cevic. He's a designer of Hiroshima role-playing game, and he would like to have a booth at this fair next year. Mr. Cevic, this person is the director of the fair. I want you to have a great conversation. Thank you. And he leaves the office. And I'm standing in the office of the chief of the whole fair. She thinks that I want to have a booth at the fair. I don't want to have a booth at the fair, but she doesn't know that. So I start, nice to meet you. As my friend said, I wanted to consider having a booth next year. She said, that's a great. She gave me her card. She gives me her contact. I said, thank you. I left her office and never get back. I'm not going back to this fair any year in the future. That was my crazy fan who did some networking and managed to make me a meeting with the official president of this book fair. These things happen. You fans are amazing, you are great, but it's always some crazy adventures with you. So that was my 5 crazy adventures that I remember from the past few years. And it was the topic of the week. If you have any funny memories with me, or Mary, or Marek, or Bruno Catala, or Bruno Faiduti, or Eric Lang, leave us some comments, put them in the comments, so we can all have some laughs and see what happened back then on different conventions, different events. And once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for being with us. If you like this content, give us a like. If you want to be with us every Monday, please subscribe, leave us some comments as well. And now a short break, some short commercial break, so I can go to different camera and we start the epic Q&A. So you ask questions, I answer them, and we have some new updates for you. So stay tuned, be with me, and I'm disappearing for 1 or 2 minutes, and we are back in a moment.
I've got some differences. I'm not going to say Tom's wrong. I'm not saying Tom's wrong. Sometimes he is. In this case, it's just a difference of opinion. We got all these guys. The answer is going to be hard. That's all I got to say. And, So, there we go. Initiative 3. Oh, I forgot that's a 3. Oh, he danced and made that a 3. Dadgummit. Well, I screwed up on that one.
Hello, I'm back and we are in the last part of the vlog. As always, I said we meet every Monday, 3 p.m. Polish time, 9 a.m. Eastern time, and for these 45 minutes we talk with our fans. It's a Portal Games vlog, with the topic of the week. And the first part of the show is always just warming up and talking about some updates from the company. Then there's the topic of the week, and now we are in this epic Q&A. So I have you here on the chat in the live stream, and I can read your comments and answer your questions and give you some more updates from the company. and especially for today, I prepared the quote of the week. Are you ready for the quote of the week? Are you ready for the quote of the week? Quote of the week is, I found it on Twitter today. United Airlines ground part of their 777 fleet after parts of the plane fall from the sky in Colorado. Reading it again. United Airlines ground part of their 777 fleet after parts of the plane fall from sky in Colorado. Seriously. Hello, Chevik. How many of these stories stand with you thinking you are about to die? Manuel, I'm not a very brave person. And I always have some adventures, and I'm always terrified. And yes, I had many situations in my life when I thought like, oh my God, I shouldn't do this, and it is too late maybe. So yeah, there is many situations. My biggest adventure with Portal Games was definitely setting up the booth and being the only one there for a couple of hours the first day of UK Game Expo, V31 Game, and that was amazing. I literally remember the stage when I'm sitting in the plane and texting you that we are in the plane and we will not be in time, and you have to build the whole booth and start selling the product because we are stuck. And I remember myself sitting on the plane and texting you. That was pretty dreadful story. Anyway, I have quote of the week. That was that. I have my new idea for this part of the segment that is called the Designer Corner, and I will give you some updates what's happening with games that we are designing for you, at what stage they are, etc., etc. So for 11, just before recording the vlog, we had a meeting with Kopik, who is our artwork designer, and he get new feedback on the boards, and the look of the boards, how they should look, and the stadium board and the team board, etc., etc. So at this point, we are playing and messing with the look of the game, the components, the player boards, etc., etc. I want players to feel like this is my club, like this is here are my directors, this is my employees, this is my stadium, these are my contracts, this is my team. Like I feel like this is my club. So this is what we are looking for, and as I said, today we had a meeting with Kopik, so next week I should have a new version of the board, so this is fun. For Joanna, of course, on one hand, she's preparing something for Robinson Crusoe Kickstarter, and as I said, please meet me Thursday, 25th of February, because there is a little bit more than you might expect from the Just Book of Adventures Kickstarter campaign, so we'll announce something, and Jonna is working on this right now. So this is what Jonna is doing, Robinson Crusoe, Robinson Crusoe, Robinson Crusoe, and she's also helping me with Dune. This week she's nailing down the final rules for the experience points in Dune. So just a reminder for all of you who watch the keynotes from PortalCon, in Dune, at the end of each chapter, players are getting experience points, and they can spend them as a group to level characters and get better abilities or more tokens or whatever. And Jana is nailing down the final wording for this part of the game. So this fun is a brand new mechanism compared to Detective, that over the chapters, over the story, you level up, and it is fun. On my desk, of course, Dune. We have nailed most of the game right now. Case number 0, the prologue is already at a legendary status, so we are waiting for the accept. Case number 1, final edits hopefully this week in English. Like it is closed in Polish, and it is final translation. And this week it goes to editors, and then to legendary. And this week I should start nailing down, finishing case number 3. So with Dune we are having a final stage, final steps. Lots of work, lots of overtime and after hours on the weekend, but it's the final stage, final moment to nail down everything. First Martian release event at Gen Con was kind of crazy. We had to punch like 20 copies of the game and teach that with like 5 people. That was definitely my bad planning. For all of you who don't know the story, and that was, he was involved, by the way. Like he was involved. We had a launch for the First Martians, and instead of creating a tutorial how to play First Martians, we came with this idea that we will design a special, dedicated, amazing, fancy, with twist scenario to surprise everybody and to show them how amazing this game is. Because we thought, I don't know why, that all the people who will come to the launch event of the First Martians will already play the game, and they will already know the game. So that was terrible planning, because we are at the room, there is more than 100 people in the room, and I asked through the microphone, who knows the rules of the game? Heads up. Hands up. And there's like 2 hands. And 98 people have no fucking clue how to play First Martians. And I prepared for this event dedicated, fancy, with twists scenario. And I had 5 volunteers. That was terrible. That was terrible experience for many of the players. They had no clue what's going on. We had some people leaving the room, and I feel so sorry till today. And my volunteers were working like crazy trying to explain how to play the game on 20 tables at once. That was bad planning. Oh my God. Guys, looking at the things for all of update for all of you who are late. Chevy has a birthday today. Happy birthday, Chevy! Again, February 25th. Big update for all the fans of Robinson Crusoe. Stay tuned. You're gonna love it. Moloch is on pre-order, so if you like 51st State, this is no-brainer, designed by John Nakichanka. I wrote an article about this expansion last Friday, so check out my blog, Board Games Tell Stories, and read the text. Thank you for the comments from the last week and all the different CCGs you played back then. Stronghold Undead shipped in Europe. Imperial Settlers Storage Box shipped in North America. Shout out to Jerm for for the solo variant for Empires of the North. Design Corner, things happening here, and we are working hard to bring you new amazing things. And the most important quote of the week, let me read it once again. United Airlines ground part of their 777 fleet after parts of the plane are falling from sky in Colorado. Really? Vernon is here. I like to get Moloch, but I don't like co-op games. I hear you, sir. This one is like a semi-co-op, so you are playing against the opponent, and what's more, the Moloch is attacking everybody at the table, so you need to consider, I'm fine with this Moloch attacking me because he's attacking much more the other guys, or oh my god, I need to get rid of this Moloch because I will be dead. So this is a semi-co-op. I didn't believe in this expansion, and then I played it, and I absolutely love it. An approximate date. Please don't use such a difficult word. Like for me, for the person who is not native, the read aloud the word approximate is very difficult. I just lost my chat. Oh my god, my iPad is dead. Can you read the last question? Please. Remember, flying is very safe. Such things like a fucking iPad being dead for no reason, because it is on battery, never happen when you're in the sky. Like on a plane, everything works. Such things happen only when you're on the ground. Remember, planes are safe.
An approximate date for US store pre-order of 51st State Mall.
It is already available for pre-order because we have some stupid software. You cannot pay us right now. You just click that you want to pre-order it. We get your email, and when it is shipped, we will contact you and we'll charge you. So you can already go to boardgamesus.com and secure your copy, and as soon as it is ready, we will ship it. It's just a very strange way of putting this pre-order on the website. I don't exactly understand it. My iPad is back, but remember, such crazy things don't happen on you when you are on a plane. When you are very high, you are safe. Anyway, thank you for being with me for this 45 minutes. This was me, Ignacy Trzewicek, your positive energy from Poland. And see you next week. If you have topics for the show, if you want me to discuss some particular topic, leave these topics on the comments below on YouTube. If you like this show, if you like me interacting with Portal Games fans, if you appreciate the fact that Portal Games CEO is every week with Portal Games fans, give us a thumbs up, give us subscribe, tell us that you appreciate our time, and I cannot wait to talk to you next week, Monday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Polish time. Take care, have a great week, and the next week I will bring you next updates. And remember, Thursday, 25th February, Robinson Crusoe